Okay, RKM.King. I think we need to repeat our intro. I think the mic wasn't on. Anyway, guys, welcome to Golden Emperium season 2, day 4. We are your castles for tonight. This is James. And
This is
yeah, we
RKM.King.
have RKM.King who's a little bit pale tonight. I'm
Yep.
not sure why. We don't know as well. But hopefully RKM.King is healthy and doing well.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mentioned this earlier, though. Unfortunately, I think we're muted.
Yeah, for some reason.
Yeah. For some
Actually,
reason, I'm trying to fail right now.
mm, yeah, I don't know what's happened. Maybe it has to do something with the camera angle that RKM.King is using tonight. Just for context, guys, and just a little bit of a behind the scenes. Every Golden Imperium stream, RKM.King's camera position always changes. The lighting always changes. The camera position always changes. It always changes every stream.
Yeah.
So just so you know,
Just bear with us.
yes.
We're trying our best now.
Uh huh.
Just simply adjust what can be adjusted. Unfortunately, and sometimes, uh, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up like this, James.
And guys, for each and every one of you guys who are watching it tonight, do comment in the chat because this is day 4 of Golden Imperium season 2. This is almost the end. If no one else conquers castles for the golden or the silver castle. So if it goes the same route for tonight,
Mhm.
on Tuesday, which will be day 5 of the Golden Imperium season 2, it will be the final day of Golden Imperium season 2, regardless of whether or not someone conquers castle or they're able to hold it for the 5th session. And the thing is, on the 5th session, if Opus Dei successfully holds this castle, the Golden Castle here in Gondor, Heist will be activated on the 5th session here in Gondor. So, yeah, a lot of money up for grabs. RKMP.
Well, there's also the possibility that nobody wins.
Well, there is a possibility still,
Yeah.
but
For both castles, for both silver and gold.
mhm,
But then again, someone will win. So if OD cannot secure this, as what you mentioned, it is possible for someone to like claim the highest rewards.
mhm,
So the very least, GGH will have to spend 1500 SGD for that matter. So yeah, it's either both castles are secured, but there's also a possibility that the silver castle won't be receiving theirs. So
mhm,
again, many possibilities. That's why they have to still play the game. So it
yep,
doesn't matter if they have four successful defense, but the fifth one they have to secure it. So
mhm,
until the next session, I think again as what you mentioned, if everything goes as the first four sessions, both of the games or both of the alliances should should work their way towards their fifth successful defense.
mhm,
Again, this is not going to be free. People are still trying to like take away their castles as well as what we've seen in the previous sessions.
mhm.
As Crayons and JPEG trying to enter the portal for the first
Yes.
choke point.
Uh huh. And
Kasi,
oh, I'm prepared. I'm prepared. Oh, but okay, I got affected again. Okay, okay. We're prepared this time, but we still got affected. Okay, okay, guys, please. If I get too close, I might die. But anyway, this is the first entry that we've seen from Crayons and JPEG tonight. Uh, I'm not sure if JPEG and Crayons change their strategy for attacking or for holding the or for sieging the castle. they might be able to get a chance to take this castle down because again they were so close. They were so close in the previous session.
Yep.
They were already at the preempt area. Some of them got to the emp room, but unfortunately for them, they weren't able to finish the job off. They weren't able to get in and capture the Imperium and conquer the castle. But if they changed their strategy, maybe if they changed their gears as well and adjusted based on what they need and what actually works, I think they'll be able to take this castle from Opus Dei and Apollo. But if they're going to do the same strategy and no adjustments were made, this will be hard for them to conquer this castle. Again, because Apollo and Opus Dei's defense is very, very hard to penetrate.
Yeah. Also, OD, so all this, OD, let's say, invested more in their defense in the first chokehold as compared to what they were doing in the first 3 sessions. This time around, they are actually joining Apollo in the defense. So, JPEG Ultra and Crayons were able to bypass the first chokehold several times in the last stream. But then again, OD adjusted and was able to repel most of the attacks. Let's say after an hour, I think, of Crayons and the JPEG successfully breaching the first choke point. So that's something that JPEG Alliance has to address since their opponent was able to counter, or let's just say counter, but to adjust to what they were doing. So we were waiting for that last session that JPEG adjust to what OD did, but then again it wasn't present. They were not successful in their attacks. So we are
But
hoping
now
that this
but
will
now RKM King, their Crayons and JPEG are going for a different approach. As you can see,
Mhm.
more of them are banding together to go as one and enter the castle. Compared to last time where they were all just separately going in different paces in different directions. So it was all scattered and they just meet up at the second portal. But now, as what we can see, they're all banded together. They're all walking together towards the second portal. But the thing is, there are going to be defenders. So you need to make sure that no one gets left behind. Like your priests, your performers, or shadow chasers. No one gets left behind. Shadow chasers is okay, I think, because you can easily reach the second portal with the shadow chaser if no one is defending, or no one else can you know um, use that AoE damage to bring you out of your hide.
Mm. Yeah, also if Shadow Chasers cannot bypass the defense, no, then nobody will, no?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So
But
hopefully they can successfully regroup. That's one of their struggles
mhm.
in the previous session.
Yeah,
So,
but not a lot of them are here though. A lot of them walked in the first, or in the entrance. Let's actually check the entrance right now. There were a lot of them walking, but not a lot of them were able to stay in the second portal. Maybe they walked in different direction, but right now they're kind of scattered. They're kind of separated here in the first portal, and they're regrouping here in the second portal. So, what's different for what they did now is they walk together. Not well, some of them died, so maybe they're just coming back. But what they're doing is actually, beneficial for them, as it gives less space for the defenders to actually do something while they are, scattered, or while they are going to the second portal. So maybe they can pick, some members of the defenders off while going to the second portal.
they're also basically creating
Mm-hmm.
a distraction. They are not allowing Oli to basically wait for them at this spot.
Mm-hmm.
So the defenders are actually walking around and trying to stop them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Yeah, but unfortunately, I don't know if it's early. But in terms of numbers, this is not the usual numbers, no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and now JPEG was able to go in. Some members of Crayons are dying, most likely because of the AoE damage that's dealt here beside the portal. But now they're going back. Mandragora Howling got casted. One member of JPEG is just inside of the stack and will get taken out. Magnetic Earth will get casted here to make sure that no AoE damage will pass through as they are walking. But yeah, they got eliminated while going in. Crayons used their emergency call, I guess. But now they
Mm-hmm.
need JPEG to actually, push in with them. And they stop Opus Dei and Apollo from going out. And maybe not a lot of them. Or they got wiped or defending. That's why some of them couldn't go out and stop the emergency call and just eliminate them while they're doing that. But yeah, the thing is, it's going to be hard for them to survive whatever is happening here in the second or in the preamp if they don't have enough firepower to deal with whatever is attacking them. Again, they need to deal with these people here, these defenders right here, and they need to deal with the Sura that's actually going to them. There we have an Archbishop from JPEG actually using that Adoramus to probably deal a little bit of damage to the defenders. But the thing is, Apollo and the Opus Dei, they're prepared. They have been defending this castle for 4 consecutive sessions now, including this one. So, yeah, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. And JPEG and Crayons need to find a way to penetrate the defense
Mm-hmm.
if they really want to take this castle. Or, just make sure Opus Dei doesn't get it.
So which was what happened to the Silver Castle now? Can
Mm-hmm.
we check, Jay?
Silver.
if
Mm-hmm.
if they have some, or if they have some more members there?
Yeah, I think JPEG still has defenders here in Rothenburg. Silver Castle, just chilling.
Mm,
Mostly, they have like very tight defenders here who know what they're doing. And, some of them are just chilling because, no one is there yet.
mm,
Yeah, so I think it's mostly there's not gonna be a lot of action in Rothenburg. I feel like if
yeah.
they keep the pressure going on here in Gondol.
I was trying to find more members now,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
because it's this going to be a lot harder, because it felt like OD and Apollo actually have like good attendance.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you, let's say, if we compare them to the previous sessions, I think this attendance right here
Mm-hmm.
is either on par or better. But for Crayons and JPEG, I think a lot of their members are still either missing, not yet online, or waiting for the right time to attack.
Yeah.
Because again, this is not going to be a cheap activity, no? So you just have to spend more resources as you attack. So the attackers actually are suffering
Mm-hmm.
financially in terms of consumables and the healing items.
Yeah, and they need to find a way. They need to find a way to penetrate the defense here in the preamp. Again, RKM King, like what you've said a lot of times in the previous sessions, there needs to be a change of pace, a change of strategy from the
Mm.
attackers. Again, Warfare Pairing 1 mostly favors the defenders in terms of
Mhm.
the layout and the structure of the castle. But there's always a way to penetrate the defense, and there's always a way to counter whatever is happening.
Mm.
The defenders and to take them down. There's always a way. So maybe utilizing other classes might work. Maybe having a Soul Reaper in your lineup, or having more sorcerers or more Rune Knights to deal with the divers. You have more suras to make sure that you don't get dived as well. Maybe when one goes in with your When one Sura goes in, you can counter Curse Circle and make sure that Sura goes down instead. So it really depends on how they are going to deal with whatever is happening. Um,
But
yeah, because Wharf Imperium 1 castles or Y1 castles are heavily defender oriented.
mm,
So it's always harder to be on the attacking side. So one way that guilds are countering this is having more numbers.
mm,
If you're attacking, if you have more numbers, you can, easily just zoom and push through with whatever's happening, and that's why I don't want to get close. I will get
but
eliminated.
then,
hmm
yeah,
But
or maybe James, the Shipping Alliance is just baiting that they don't have enough numbers.
yeah, maybe they just don't want Rothenberg getting attacked.
Mm,
That's one thing. Maybe they don't want Rothenberg getting attacked. Maybe they're still waiting for the 10 o'clock buff, or it's still too early because again it was Valentine's Day yesterday. Maybe some of them are still out. They celebrated Valentine's Day today, right? So
yeah,
maybe some of them just went out today because it's a Saturday, and they're not here yet. They're waiting. They're waiting for their other members that went out with their family or their significant other
yeah.
in going out and celebrate Valentine's Day. But we
Possibly
don't
got
know.
tired.
Or maybe
James,
they're
possibly
tired. Or maybe
got
they're
tired.
tired. They're
Yeah.
tired. They're tired tonight. They want to sit it out. They want to brawl it out on the fifth session on Tuesday. But who knows? As our players, it depends on what they want to do, and whatever they want to happen. I don't know. It's up to them, I guess. RKM.King.
Yeah, the arcades are coming out.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
This is the problem last time
Mm-hmm.
where crayons in the JPEG repeatedly gets pummeled by the ignition break
Mm-hmm.
arcades. So the moment they try to slowly regroup,
Mm-hmm.
a portion of the defenders are coming out here. Uh, there's some people that might say that that's not a good type of defense because they're only using like a few people, or they might, or they can easily die. But then again, this castle, the which is the flag, is located at the first choke point, so there's still time for them to return. And as what we've mentioned, IBRKs are really wonderful piece of beasts that they can take down multiple targets or multiple people.
Mm-hmm.
So even if they die, they can probably bring three, four, or more characters with them. So that makes regrouping really hard for the attacking team. So hopefully, uh, they try to find a better place, I guess, for a regroup or to regroup fast enough so that the defenders don't react to their a little regrouping spot. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully we see a much more coordinated attack from the alliance, because the first few attacks for today is a little bit either sloppy, since JPEG was already wiped out and Chaos committed their emergency call, but unfortunately they did not enter the portal at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So this time around, uh, let's see if they can pass through the stairs.
Yeah, let's see what will happen right now. And we can see a Chris Circle. Was that a Chris Circle who... Yeah, Madagora Howling got casted right now, and Opus Day is just thoroughly defending. Ignition breaks will go off. Our Rude Knights are already there. Chris Circle will go off once again. A spot here of Crayons, as Crayons and JPEG will get taken out here by the defenders.
But
Again, it's going to be hard dealing with those defenders. Again, Ignition Break and Gates of Hell spam. It's hard to deal with that.
mhm,
Yeah, the backline actually got attacked. The backline of Crayons and JPEG, they got attacked.
mhm,
Some of them were stone cursed.
mhm,
So I'm not sure what what happened there. Maybe it was Curse Circle, maybe it was an item or equipment that can cast Wide Stone Curse. But yeah, they were disabled for a bit
Mm.
back there in the back line. So the front lines were not able to receive the additional support that they need to, push through the defenses. Anyway, that's only another attempt that Crayons and JPEG lost into attacking this castle. They still have a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of time. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you're watching the stream tonight, I just want to ask you, how is the stream quality for tonight's stream? Again, I adjusted a few things so that you can see better, so that the quality of the streams will be better when we do our Golden Emperium sessions, and probably the community streams that will happen anytime soon. But yeah, hopefully they're all good, they're better, and it's clear there are no stutters and everything. Because I think in the previous sessions, some people are I've been receiving feedback that some people are having errors when watching the stream. So hopefully this time around they won't have errors in watching the stream, and it's all good and fine. Hopefully. Hopefully so. Hopefully it's all right. And there won't be any hiccups or stutters. And you can view the stream clearly.
So far, this is relatively peaceful in terms of skirmishes and PvPs. So maybe they're not really into that combative state.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe because it's still too early. We can't call it off now. We can't call it off now because I think Crayons and JPEG are increasing in numbers.
Mm.
Opus de Apollo. Apollo still hasn't, gone out yet. They haven't done what they've done last session. So if they did what they did last time, just going out and picking up, or rather picking off the members of Crayons JPEG one by one as they go in. It's going to be difficult for Crayons and JPEG to regroup. But now we haven't seen that happening yet. Maybe because again it's still too early,
Mhm.
or they just want to chill. They just want to hold their spot for now.
Well, also, James, it doesn't mean that the attacks are failing.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it doesn't mean that the attacks are failing. That JPEG is actually that JPEG is losing because they still have their silver castle. So this one they're just trying to contest the golden castle. So for those who are new, or for those who just tuned in, uh, they're basically trying to stop the golden castle to have consecutive defenses,
Mm-hmm.
and also this is their form of defense in their own silver castle. So by simply attacking the golden castle, they are forcing Apollo and the Opus Dei to not attack the silver castle and focus on the defense on the golden castle. So yeah, even if it looks and feels like JPEG and Crayons are doing, let's say, futile attacks,
Mm-hmm.
they are basically ensuring the silver castle that no attackers can successfully take their castle away.
Yeah, and I think that's one good strategy to keep the attackers away in your own castle. But again, we'd like to see some changes. We'd like to see some attacks, some Imperium breaks here and there, like what we saw in season one.
Yeah.
Where Silver Castle was the hot castle.
Well, maybe
Still
it's
paying up.
Apollo's time not to attack
Oh, the camera is still not okay.
silver castle.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, and yeah, while we're waiting for the attackers to push in, RKM.King, if you're going to be asked what they want to see in probably the next season of Golden Emperium, maybe season 3.
well, I mentioned this in the past, though, but people don't like my idea.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned this right after the end of season one. Let's try to have a Golden Imperium without alliance.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but some people don't like it because the idea is it's not their fault that they have more members or they have more alliances. But then again, let's say with the spirit of competitiveness and as someone who's a creature of chaos, I'd like to see a royal rumble between the
Mhm.
guilds. Uh, I think they can still play and compete without, let's say, ruining friendships.
Mhm.
Hopefully,
Well,
yeah.
personally, if I was asked that question, what I would like to see is, um, well, I'd like to see different things. One is War of Imperium 2,
Mhm.
a single castle in War of Imperium 2, or a single castle in War of Imperium 1. I think that will
Uh,
be better to have more, more things happening. But again,
mm,
I'm pretty sure that will happen because we have Silver and Golden Castle as their wards, and
mm.
the mechanic is much more better there, and the more people will be getting more wards. I'm not beside a royal guard back there, and I'm not sure how I died, but yeah. I think some things change up because again, right now War from Parent One's really favors the defenders. So if they really
Mm.
want to take the rewards of a single castle, uh, they're pretty much able to defend it well. Again, if they have equal amount of numbers, the War from Parent One always favors the defender side. Again, because there's portal def for one. There's portal def.
Mm.
Two, flag warps always favors the defenders. War of Imperium 2 is still the same. It favors the defenders a lot. But there's always a chance for people to attack War of Imperium 1 because
Mm.
flag warp always brings you to
Same spot.
the same spot beside the other flags. So we will see different mechanics getting utilized. We will see different word calls. Maybe guild leaders or guild masters just not participating that much in the battle because they need to hold their spot. Again, if um barricades get repaired in the War of Imperium 2, let's say for example they already passed by a single barricade area in War of Imperium 2, and the guild leader or guild master just hiding somewhere in the castle. They could easily penetrate, maybe break the second barrier or break the other objectives while they are busy defending a barrier, let's say in another spot. So yeah, different mechanics will happen if it's
Mm.
going to be War of Imperium 2. But that's my personal take and my personal opinion on what I want to see in Golden Emperium Season 3. Maybe some things change up because again, um War of Imperium 1, regardless of the castle, it's always defender oriented. And maybe some switching things up, maybe a different change in mechanics will help.
Mm.
No alliances, RKM.King. I am pretty sure that won't happen at all, even if alliances are disabled in the game. Even if alliances are disabled in the game, there will still be alliances, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we call that connivance.
Yeah. Because again, like let's say there are no alliances in the game, like it is
Mm.
disabled in the game for that single event. What will happen is let's say guild the owner of the castle is defending preempt. Then the
Mm.
second guild is holding second portal.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what will happen.
Well, you can say that. But also there's a possibility of friendly fire.
Yeah, there's friend fair. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
That promotes more drama. So
You
that's
la-
what I'm doing.
yeah,
That's what I'm
you just
after,
want
no?
more drama. You just want more drama.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna beat each other up because, oh, why
Yeah.
did you attack me?
Yeah.
Why did you? I was just there. We were defending. Don't you want your castle defended? You attacked me.
Now you're looking for this member who killed this one, and
Ah,
uh,
kick this member or I'm not gonna participate. Something. So yeah, just
yeah.
looking for drama. RKM.King wants more drama in season 3. I think that's what they're looking for.
Yeah, because the drama for season 2 is not that juicy, no? So they did not
Well,
create.
regardless of what the drama is, if there are like alliance changes or guild changes, regardless of what the drama is, uh, yeah, I mean, yeah, like I agree with you that it's not that juicy to stir up things,
Mm,
right? To stir up things, so it's still pretty chill. But again, two castles are occupied now. Compared to how it was in season one, uh,
mm.
Golden Castle was ignored. Was ignored in season one. They stopped their rewards, or they made sure that no one will get their rewards. They had a chance,
Mm.
or rather, they had a chance to, still keep the rewards in Golden Imperium, but they'd rather not. So,
Yeah.
mhm,
Yeah, the
that's the
decision
difference.
also brings its drama. So
Hmm.
so everyone's expecting for them to struggle, but then again they simply decided not to.
Hmm.
Kind of deflating, but at the same time you understand that at that point it's actually futile because the silver castle has already completed its defense.
Yeah,
So
but the thing is, RKM King, Golden Castle will be, or in that time in season one, they would have occupied it, or Golden Castle would have occupied it sooner than
mm,
Silver. They would have gotten it first. They would have gotten it the fifth session, I guess. They would have gotten it in the fifth
I think
session.
they lost it at the second there. So there was a change in ownership.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it
Yeah,
was actually the
even Silver Castle was lost in the second session.
mm,
Mm-hmm. And it didn't change ownership since then. That's why we
mm,
ended the Golden Imperium season one after 6 days.
yeah. So that's basically the difference between the first season and the second season. No?
Mm-hmm.
So there was actually an early change in ownership between the two castles in season one. As for season two, it was basically who the castle owners are the same people who secured the castle before the event. So this is not again. There's no change in ownership uh, after the event, or should I say that after the event period.
Mm-hmm.
uh, I think the Golden Empire, both the Golden Castle and the Silver Castles were challenged. So some change in ownership, but then again, it was easily recovered by both guilds
Mm-hmm.
right after. So again, they're trying to attack, but they're not trying to secure because this is basically early because there's also no reason for OD to hold both castles.
Mm-hmm.
Because as per mechanics, you can only receive one reward from golden and silver.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either you get a golden, a silver, or a silver plus a heist.
Yeah.
So those are the possibilities. No?
Yeah. And just for context, guys, if the castle owner changes to tonight here in Golden Castle, the castle owner will still be eligible in getting the rewards if they hold it for 5 consecutive sessions. But the defenders will not be able to get the Golden Castle
Mm.
rewards anymore. Because again, if the castle owner changes tonight here in Golden Castle or in Silver Castle, the existing defenders with 4 sessions, or rather 3 sessions currently, successfully held for 3 sessions currently, um, will not be eligible to get the rewards, because again, it's not there. There's not going to be enough days for them to
Mm.
recapture and get the rewards in Golden Imperium. So yeah, if the castle owner changes this time, that's what will happen. But yeah, the defenses currently of both guilds are pretty strong, so I don't see that happening anytime soon. but then again, it's still too early. There are still 1 hour and 13 minutes remaining here in this Golden Imperium Season 2 Day 4 session.
Mhm.
There's still a lot of time for our guilds to do something and, strategize, come up with a different plan to attack. Maybe we will see the boldness that JPEG and Crayons did in day 1, where they used that emergency call here in this spot. So yeah, it really depends on how the guilds are going to push through for today.
Well, I'm actually hoping for something different. No?
Mm-hmm.
Will Apollo be, let's say, I don't want to use the term greed, but would they be interested in taking over the Silver Castle?
Mm-hmm.
Because so far, they've been successfully defending the Golden Castle. So there's an opportunity for Apollo to take over the Silver Castle and secure the reward still. Despite, let's say, this is the fourth day, they still have, as what you mentioned, we still have enough days to cover the number of days required to secure a reward.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, would Apollo try and take over the Silver Castle, or would they be, let's say, content in what they're currently doing?
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that I want to see because they've been successfully defending, or they, let's say, they basically do their thing. So if their main goal is to actually defend Golden Castle for OD, then
Mm-hmm.
they're doing a great job. But if but if again, if and only if it's part of their plan to get a castle of their own, they can still try and contest JPEG.
Yeah, since the defense, I guess, for this castle is pretty strong, maybe we will be seeing some attacks in Rottenburg.
Mhm.
I'm not sure we will be seeing that anytime soon. Maybe if things happen in the Golden Emperium and they don't attack, maybe we'll be seeing some attacks happen in Rottenburg. Right now, we can only see a few people from Apollo just going in. Yeah, but not a lot.
Mhm.
Not a lot. Just a few people, I guess. And the defense is still standing here from JPEG here in Rottenburg. And yeah, RKM.King. I'm not sure what JPEG and Crayons are planning. Again, it might just be what you thought of recently, that they're just using this as a way for their castle to not get attacked.
Mhm.
But at the same time, they also want to deny the rewards that Opus Dei might get if
Mhm.
they successfully hold this for 5 sessions.
That was
So,
in the first.
mhm,
Wait,
I think either way they already won. They just
mhm.
lost the battle in, making sure they don't the other guild doesn't get the rewards.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh, well, there was a time in the first session that it felt like JPEG and Crayons wanted to secure two castles.
Mm-hmm.
So that was when they're trying to break the Imperium, and we don't know if they want Crayons or they want JPEG to take over the castle. So there's that part wherein it feels like that's what they want, and that's what they it's part of their objective to secure both castles. But then again, this is proving to be a difficult, let's say, objective for the both of them. So it's either they settle for the silver castle and try to protect it by simply showing up in the golden castle, or Apollo and the Opus Dei might decide to give them a hard time in securing the silver castle, because again, if OD and Apollo wish to, they can still attack the Silver Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is they can still use for this emergency call and the flags to like return for defense of the Golden Castle. So, because in the first four sessions, they in all the sessions actually, the aggressor has been JPEG and crayons. So it's always been like that. So maybe for tonight, we see something different.
Well, who knows? We might see something different, or we might see the same thing happening all
Mm-hmm.
over here in the fourth session. But yeah, again, this is the fourth session of Golden Imperium Season 2. We have 1 hour and 7 minutes left here in Golden Imperium Season 2, Day 4. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. Because I'm pretty sure in Day 5, if they're really keen on defending their own castles, uh, JPEG and Crayons might go all in on, have more attackers than defenders
Mm-hmm.
in the fifth session.
You died?
Yeah, I died. Because the reason behind that is um they might have more attackers because one, heist is active
Mm-hmm.
in the Golden Castle. Silver Castle, if no one is attacking, like let's say Apollo and Opus Dei are going to be busy in defending this castle because
Mm-hmm.
they can't let this castle get taken. We might see some guilds pop out because heist will be active.
Yeah, maybe third power show up. No?
Mhm. Maybe a new guild will go in. Oh, let's be allies for the next session. Whoever takes this will be heist reward. We just want the heist reward, something. So whoever takes this, but JPEG won't be able to take it. Oh no, JPEG can take it. Honestly, they can
Mm-hmm.
take it. They can take it on the fifth session. JPEG will be allowed to take it because heist
Yeah.
will be active.
Yeah, that's part of the mechanics that you
Mm-hmm.
can secure both the silver rewards and the heist.
Mm-hmm.
So by securing the silver reward, again, they are also allowed to attack and take over the castle. As compared to the holders of the Golden Imperium, they are not allowed to take over the silver castle. So as what you mentioned, that works against the Golden Imperium. So they
Mm-hmm.
just have to secure uh, their defense. Yeah, it's also logical, James, that they say do not try to take over the silver castle unless they wish to
Just deny.
simply deny the
Mhm.
rewards
Yeah, but
for
the thing is, RKM.King. Again, JPEG is not pushing members or is leaving some defenders there in Silver
mm,
Castle currently. And, you know, in the fifth session when Heist is activated, if Opus Dei or Opus Dei successfully defends his castle, like what you mentioned earlier, they will be allowed to take this. In that case, the defenders currently there in Silver Castle, they can leave it for maybe 1 hour. Maybe they can just retake it in what last 30 minutes.
yeah.
They can retake that. But in the first few hours, in the first moment of a Golden Imperium, wherein they are penetrating the defense here of the Golden Castle, they're able to take this. And it doesn't matter if they're the holders of the Golden Imperium and the Golden Castle and the Silver Castle at the end of the fifth session. Given if there are no castle ownership changes in this session. And Heist gets activated here in the Golden Castle.
Mm.
So, yeah. JP will have more space in taking this castle. They will have
Let's
more
see.
leeway because again they don't need to wait for crayons to go in and break the castle. They can change your strategy that, oh, you know what, let's just break this regardless of whoever takes this. Let's just break this because we'll get the highest reward anyway. They can just go like that.
It is becoming more difficult for JPEG to bypass. So as I think the gacha eggs actually played a lot. Let's say played a lot of so this part in what's happening right now. So
Mm-hmm.
the class selection actually uh, a lot of IBRKs have been let's say birthed by the sweet gothic egg.
Mm-hmm.
So the Wings of Asmodeus was once a rare, but it's still rare right now. But then again, it's not that rare anymore because there are a lot of players who are able to get their hands on it, and also the price is really that low as compared to what it was in the past. So that is something that I think played a part in the kind of defense that the guilds are showing. So yeah, it's going to be a lot easier to play as an IBRK or IB Room Knight with Wings of Asmodeus that basically removes the cooldown of Ignition Break. It also provides so this defense in the form of reducing the variable cast time, I think, or fixed cast time of refresh.
Yeah, but the
That
thing
makes
is,
them kind
that's
of
not the
immune.
only item that Rune Knights need. It's
Yeah,
it's, it's
but
a
then again,
start. It's a start.
mm,
They can do it, but that doesn't mean that their damage is
mm,
like devastating.
mm. Yeah, but that's basically the catalyst to create the kind of arcades that we have right now
Mm-hmm.
in the Golden Emperium. So yeah, so that again, that's basically the key. As soon as you have your hands on the Wings of Asmodeus, you have the opportunity to like create or do something about your RK.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, the only detriment, should I not detriment, the only let's say factor that makes Ignition Break not meta before is the cooldown. So yeah, as soon as you remove the cooldown of Ignition Break, it is now a competitive skill despite not having the buffs uh, that it needs. Because it's we are still waiting for the rework for the Ignition Break. So even before the critical ignition break is present in the server, it's still performing quite well since it is a skill that is has a really high area of effect, and of course it does not deal that much damage in terms of like burst. Because what they're actually doing is using stroke card to basically uh, diminish the HP of the targets by simply applying crystallization over and over. So that's how they are being played here. So it felt like they are bursting people, but they're basically throwing multiple ignition breaks, like 7 IBs per second, and they're killing multiple targets with crystallization. Because you won't be able to use your pots. You won't be able to move when you're under crystallization. So yeah,
Yeah, and
you're
I got eliminated.
yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that one. Like, I mean, removing the capability of your opponent into using potions and
Mm,
mobility, stopping their movement and such, is a big deal.
mm,
The only way to counter crystallization is to, get buffs from a priest or remove the status effect from using a priest. But if the priest goes down as well, I mean,
if the priest is also affected, so
yeah, if the priest goes down as well, I mean, it's difficult. I mean, the priest should be alive Whatever happens, they should be alive. Maybe spamming Lauda or any other debuff removers that they have would be nice. Because again, that's not the only status effect that you need to worry about.
Yeah.
There are a lot more status effects that can affect your gameplay. Again, there's going to be guillotine crosses who use poisons. It's not going to be significant factor compared to being crystallized, but they can hurt over time.
Mm.
They can hurt. They can cause status ailments, and in the end, it will just make life harder for you if you don't remove those debuffs.
Yeah,
So
a lot of things actually affect the direction of the PvP, or let's say the War of Imperium in general. Because before season 2, so again, the introduction of new items, especially let's say the Orc tribes session. So that
mhm,
headgear is like the best in slot in terms of PvP content, because it allows again 100% demi-human reduction, gives you more resistance against Dorams also, because if you wear an Orc warrior card, both demi-humans and the brute will give you, or should I say, will give you more resistance against demi-human and brute
mhm.
enemies. So that's basically defense to both or to
Both
everyone.
races, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And also, if you have enough of the combo, you are now basically allowed to use like defender. Uh, you're basically like a walking fortress with that item.
Mhm.
So again, it is it's hard to call it an overpowered item, because there are a lot of, let's say,
There are
things that,
counters. Yeah, there are
yeah,
counters. Yes.
there are a lot of things that has to, let's say, to go right for you. Like for
Mhm.
example, you have to have all this the boss cards required to activate the combo.
Mhm.
And actually, some of them are not using the combo of the Orc Type Expression. They're basically using it as the base item, plus the Corrupt Life card to basically combo it with Orc Warrior card.
Mhm.
So, because, of course, the supply of MVP cards is not that much in the server.
Mhm.
And also, if uh, you know someone selling, obviously the price won't be that cheap, since those cards right now are the trigger of better effects
Mhm.
of Orc Type Succession.
Mhm.
So yeah, it is in a sense overpowered, but again, you just have to work around the item. So you're basically sacrificing my purple card. They're basically sacrificing, yeah, like kill cards or seal kill cards. Some of the offensive options are not going to be available for you,
Mhm.
because the slot of your headgear slot, and even your middle gear, if you're using one, uh, is already taken by the combo cards. Or if not the combo cards, it's with my purple and the corrupt life card. So yeah. So again, it's also hard to get. It's basically an SS grade item. So yeah, more RNG for you.
Yeah, but
But
if
then again,
your RNG luck
best
is
item right now.
mhm. But again, there's a way to counter this. Again, like what I said earlier.
Mhm.
Masquerades can be a thing.
Yeah.
I think pinpoint attack has a way of removing headgear. Right? Is it? Does it?
Mhm.
Or armor and weapon only? I don't know. I'm not sure. For ROGGH users, please correct me. I think they have a way of removing the headgear. Um, just stripping that headgear away from the user will cause a lot of damage to the one wearing it. Just the headgear. Again,
Mhm.
guys, just the headgear. Just removing the headgear will remove
Everything.
everything. No more defense. So I think removing the armor of your opponents is not the call nowadays compared to how it was before.
Mhm.
Or removing the weapon. It's removing the headgear.
Yeah, but also right now, it's, let's say, strip or any similar mechanics actually is a big deal, because majority of them, or should I say, uh, the main, let's say the core personnel of the guilds are actually wearing 100% demi-human reduction. If you remove maybe one of their items, that 100% will go down easily. So even if they're wearing like 99%, that's basically killable.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so not just removing the headwear, because if you basically remove the accessory or the shield or any of the parts that they're wearing, uh, that's basically so a free, like, free ticket to the save point.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we've been seeing Shadow Chasers spamming masquerades, and also I don't know if there are warlocks who's casting Earth Strain to hopefully like take away the accessories of the targets.
Mm-hmm.
So again, multiple factors or multiple skills can actually trigger, but I don't know if Earth Strain actually takes effect even if the target is immune to damage.
Mm-hmm.
I am not sure if it's possible for Earth Strain to remove the target's equipment without dealing damage. So uh, that's something. But then again, uh, I cannot confirm. Only the players in the participating guilds can confirm that.
Mm-hmm. Oops, I'm sorry, guys. I noticed that I wasn't in the main. Oh, there you go. I was in the main for quite a while. Anyway, some people may ask, oh, with the experience of 100% immune reduction, what's the use of mechanics then? Since, suicidal destruction is not going to be that relevant.
Part
Um,
review.
other skills won't be that relevant. Again, mechanics can soak up damage. That's for one.
Mm.
They can soak up damage. They cannot be healed if they're using Amado gear. But there
Uh,
are perks in wearing Amado gear. One is your items cannot be broken.
mm.
You basically have free FCP. Two, you have mobility with with your skills.
Yeah,
You can
acceleration.
you can cause a bit of damage without using suicidal destruction. Again, you can use other skills.
Yeah,
Um,
the walking Luma.
yeah, you can use other skills, but I'm not sure how relevant that is going to be with the existence of ignition breaks and such. Maybe in the previous metas where in Dragon's Breath is
Mm.
the thing and arrow storms are causing a lot of mayhem. But again, with the existence of 100% demi reduction, everything is going to be difficult. Suicidal destructions won't deal that much damage compared to how it was before. Wherein, people are going in suicidal destructions are very relevant because, they can just use, they can front slide and, wipe out a whole stack
Mm.
with suicidal destruction. But nowadays, it's just a rune knight wiping out a whole stack because of ignition break.
But
So, if you're gonna ask what's the purpose of mechanics, again, they can soak up damage.
mm.
Without
But
being healed, they can still soak up damage.
they have cart revolution, so
Mm-hmm.
one of the few skills that can bypass the human reduction. So
Mm-hmm.
if you build a mechanic with like a pure cart revo build, it doesn't look good, but it can kill those targets well. So someone mentioned it to me in the past that that's one way to counter 100% demi human reduction, because again, the skill bypass uh, the reduction.
Mm-hmm.
So you're basically hitting them with your card. So that's basically as classic as it gets. So by spamming card revolution, you're basically eliminating immortals. So as weird as that sounds,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Because I think there are multiple items and cards that can improve the damage output of card revolution. Unfortunately, card revolution is force neutral, so there are a lot of ways to reduce the damage taken from it. But then again, it's time to experiment. It's time to explore. So season two might be, let's say, the most optimized the players are in terms of demi-human reduction. Because not everyone can be immune against Doram yet.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, well, they can, but they have to choose between the human and the brute. So again, not everyone can execute both, or some of them are still running 100% human reduction plus 100% range damage reduction.
Yeah,
So
and
that's
and
actually
not
possible
not
right now.
everyone is going to be capable of wearing 100% the meme
Yeah,
reduction gear.
yeah, but right now they are like optimized.
Yeah,
Uh,
most players now are wearing them.
mm,
Even you can say the offensive classes,
mm.
because the weapons are not included in your in the 100% the meme reduction.
But
Unless of course you're using a combat knife.
yeah,
Maybe some builds are like that, but if you left out the combat knife and you're not using that for your damage reduction, your weapon is still there. Again, you can cause damage like Suras, you can cause damage, Gates of Hell and such. Ignition breaks, but the thing is, for ignition break, two-handed sword is difficult.
yeah.
If you're aiming for 100% beam reduction, you need to probably use a mace and um you know your a mace and your, what do you call this, a shield. Plus you need
Mm.
to get buffed by a mechanic, right, to reach
Yeah,
the optimal attack
adrenaline,
speed.
adrenaline rush.
So a lot of people will use 100% damage reduction. That's
Mm.
what we can say. But um I think when it comes to season 3 RKM King, in the next season of Golden Emperium, where I'm pretty sure if it goes this way, we will see more people
Mm.
using that 100% human reduction regardless of whatever class they are.
Mm.
So the only way to counter it is, again, Gates of Hell, Cart Revolution, Masquerade. You need to
You know,
utilize those classes. Some classes will not be that meta
mm.
because what point, what's the point of you being there if you can't do anything, if you can't deal damage, if you can't use support items or support skills. So yeah, maybe in season 3, I think back what I said, Arcade. What I want to see is maybe in the near future or in the future, I know people will get angry for this. I know a lot of people will get angry. Maybe I want to see in the future, what I want, maybe in the future patch, not only in Golden Fairy, is the cap in the demi-human reduction. A lot of people will get angry, I'm pretty sure. Maybe 95% max. Because
Again,
if you want to see, if you want to see stuff happening, right? If you want to see stuff
yeah,
happening, people going down, like suicidal destructions becoming a thing anymore, because 5%, even 1% is all they need. If it's 99%, even 1% is all they need for that skill to land.
yeah. Yeah, James, 99% I think is possible.
Right?
Everything is like manageable if, even if it's 99%.
Right?
Because 99%
Even if they have 1% of damage left to deal, other classes will be usable. Other
yeah.
skills you will see social destructions. You will see warlocks going back at it again. Because right now, what can warlocks do aside
Support.
from being
Support.
a support, right? We will be seeing more variety, I guess, if that
Yeah.
happens. But yeah, it depends on how it goes, and
The people
I
are going to choose, or people have to choose between, let's say, a GTB card or an Orc Warrior card,
mhm.
depending on what they were wearing. So right now, since you can basically ignore so this the magical damage by basically making 100% reduction.
Mhm.
So there's no like
Yeah, magic damage
there's no
will not.
urgency.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no urgency to wear Golden Thief card. But if the cap is like 99%, I think people will now uh, have to choose
Yeah,
whether
and
to,
they're not gonna aim for 100% anymore.
yeah,
People are not gonna aim for 100% anymore. Maybe 75% is going to be enough, or 60% will be enough for them. For the other classes, and they need to worry about the other reductions as this time, like magic, like neutral, uh, maybe against Dorams, right? So they need to worry about other things.
uh,
So
yeah,
yeah, I guess if we want to see more variety,
yeah.
that should happen,
This
but
is this is James. This is the same as what you call this. When War of Imperium was first introduced,
mm-hmm,
people are dying from random arrow storms
mm-hmm,
because they're not prepared in the kind of damage that arrow storm can deal in
mm-hmm,
terms of PvP. And people thought that rangers are overpowered, and people are actually complaining because
mm-hmm.
they are actually getting decimated by no limits arrow storm,
Yeah,
and they get inside the castle. But there came a time wherein people cannot actually kill each other that much because people are now prepared.
mm-hmm,
So some classes, for example, rangers, only those who are that strong keep the class. Some even the role in terms of PvP in War of Imperium. So
no,
they move on from rangers and move to
yeah,
extra
RKB,
damage
there
classes.
was a time wherein the meta for War of Imperium was range damage reduction.
Yeah.
Because what do you call this? The Royal Guard skill and the existence of an item that I forgot.
The vanishing point.
Yeah, vanishing point, and there was an item.
Overbreath.
No, there was an item that got released that became
Ah,
so OP for Royal Guards.
a noble mask.
Noble
What
Mask is for
for sacrifice.
material seconding here for sacrifice, and there came a time that people were really using that, but
Mhm.
it was okay when that happened because you still have a way to reduce the incoming damage. But the thing
Mhm.
is, for right now, again, Rangers, you can only kill those who don't have 100% the immune reduction. Maybe you can cause some status effects. Maybe you can use your traps. Um, no, you can reduce their mana. Maybe hunter skills, hunter traps. You can use them. Not really ranger traps.
Well,
But yeah.
it's actually sad, James, that the classes are so this reduced like to 20% of what they actually
Mm,
are, just because they cannot do something about or bypass the reductions.
mm,
So that's at some point, if you think about it, in a in a game, let's say in an observer perspective, or even the user of that class, you feel sad, maybe mad, that that kind of, let's say, mechanics is available. So yeah, maybe that's a possibility. Some people might not, nah, majority of the people will not like it, especially those who were able to create characters that are immune from such damage. Because
mm,
it was again, that's actually hard to pull off. But then again, for, let's say, competitive standpoint, or maybe for balance reasons and enjoyment factor as well, uh, there's a good argument that the cap can be, let's say, reduced down to maybe 99.5%, maybe.
yeah, they only need the 1%. 1%. I think even at 1%, you can, unless you
What
have
burst?
unless you have very very strong damage like Arrow Storm, you can't kill someone in War of Imperium with no limit Arrow Storm with one shot. If you
There's
have 99% reduction, I'm pretty sure you can, because again, uh, 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 rage skills get reduced in War of
mm,
Imperium.
yeah, but there will still be characters and players that can decimate uh, players even if the reduction is like 99% or
Mhm.
99.5%. So yeah, that's still should I say that that will still make them, let's say, valuable. So spending and let's say making a great damage dealing character is still, they say, satisfying. Because at this point, there's no reason for you to improve your damage. So just
Yeah,
be a
just
survivor.
I think right now the meta is improving your defense,
Yeah,
your survivability.
yeah,
It's more important for you to survive than to deal damage. Honestly, I think this
mm,
current meta.
yeah,
Maybe who
you
knows?
don't,
Who knows? Maybe in season 3 we'll be seeing the meta change.
you don't deal damage James, if your HP is zero. So
Hmm.
that's always been true for like
Well,
like
yeah, you can't deal damage if you're already dead.
yeah.
That's true. But
It's
but but you know, if we're just theorizing things. If there is no 100% immune reduction, let's say that's 99%, you will be seeing glass cannons again.
mm,
Again, King, we'll be seeing glass cannons again. Not necessarily like having reductions and such, but glass, really glass, that they die in one hit. Even royal guards that use devotion or use sacrifice on them will get killed.
yeah.
But
Yeah, that's,
yeah, we'll be seeing
yeah,
glass cannons
that's
if that
basically
happens.
lost. So this the glass cannons are basically removed from the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that they are not meta. It's just that they are not valuable anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are not that valuable, you don't have any use in the game. Then why would players
No, not,
build?
not really in the game, but in
I
Warfare
mean, I
Parties.
mean, in the Mario Party setting.
Okay.
This is basically our game right now. So that's what I was referring to.
You're still useful in the game, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah,
If you're a ranger, you're still useful in the game, just not in Warfare Pairing right now.
yeah. So again, it limits, I guess, the creativity and the freedom of players to, let's say, choose and build characters. So they are basically forced to one specific build, which is for me bad game design. For like, because for example, if you don't really want to play defense, you are forced to play defense or not play at all. So
I think
uh,
I think the meta just steered this way.
hmm,
So I don't know. Maybe there will be changes in the future to combat this, or maybe there will be
yeah,
items in the future to combat
or
this, like
maybe event specific.
bypass reductions. I
Yeah,
don't know if there will be items like that in the future, but who knows? Right? Who knows?
yeah, yeah. Also, it's possible, I think, for them to make it event specific. That
Mm-hmm.
this is, see, this is not or some items are banned, or some items are not
I
allowed
don't
to
think
be.
you can ban items though. I think that will be difficult, RKM King.
Yeah,
I think just capping it would be the best bet. Just
yeah.
capping or having bypass items. I don't know if there will. I am pretty sure currently or in the whole Ragnarok universe there is no item that bypasses reductions. Oh, because again, the meta steered this way currently, and this is the meta for Golden Emperium Season 2.
Yeah. It's
And
also bad.
what people did is they really adjusted to this kind
Yeah.
of meta. Season 1, there are people who used 100% the immune reduction, but there's not a lot of them. Right now we have a lot of items that gives
Yeah.
reduction. So just steer this way because it's more accessible to
Mm.
everyone. They had more time to gather items they need for that reduction.
Yeah, James. Also, if the game decides to like introduce items with uh ignore certain resistance, or say ignore the human resistance,
Mhm.
that's going to be bad because that's basically the game saying that you have to wear this item. That's something that I do not like in terms of, as I mentioned, game design.
Mhm.
So might as well, as what you mentioned, it's either they put a cap on it, or maybe they decide on decide on game mechanics, what's allowed and what's not. So yeah, so it's much better to, or for the game to just decide if such builds will still be allowed instead of introducing new items, because it's going to be it will leave a very bad taste in the mouth because you basically worked on increasing your resistance, and now there's an anti-resistance item that's going to be introduced by the game. And if they put it in, let's say,
Well, yeah.
SSJ,
If you don't have that item, you're basically useless.
yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, so that's I wish that's not the direction that the game should at the
Oh,
very
we'll
least.
see.
Yeah.
Um, it just depends on how things go. The metas will
Mm,
go.
yeah.
Um, the direction of things of how things will go. Honestly, because I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing more content, upcoming content soon, and
Yeah.
more items getting introduced, or getting or more items going coming back, right, in the gacha and such.
Yeah.
um Recently, Rockridge got released, and it introduced some items for mostly people who are not really relying on gacha for items.
Mm,
So yeah, I think more items will be accessible for the players
mm,
nowadays. Maybe in the future episodes, in the future content, there will be items that can really shape things up or change the meta of things.
mm.
But who knows? Currently, this is the meta of the game, and if you're not adjusting to the meta of 100% damage reduction, uh, you're gonna have a bad time. But again, there are counters to 100% immune reduction. That's why we see a lot of runites. We see a lot of suras. We see some shadow chasers and such. Of course, they can counter. The sorcerers and royal guards are still there because they're kind of the staple.
Yeah.
Sorcerers, royal guards, and I'm sorry, I
Well, Dispel
got
and
a
Sacrifice,
crash. Mm-hmm.
Spell and Devotion. Dispel and Devotion are still valuable skills. Also, Land Protector,
Well,
Magnetic.
archbishops. It's always going to be in the meta, whatever happened.
Yeah.
Regardless if you have 100% demi reduction or not, you're always
You're welcome.
accepted. You're always welcome because you're an archbishop.
Oh well. But this is yeah, this is just us talking about what's actually happening in the game. So again, people learn. So as simple as that, no. What makes uh the characters and the players better is that they're capable of adjusting.
Mm-hmm.
As what you mentioned, in season one, there were several successful players who were able to build this immortal setup. But then again, there are still counters that showed in the form of the Piki Peck Doram. So
Mm-hmm.
again, an assassin who's basically immune to any damage was basically brought down by several Piki Pecks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the highlights of
That
season
you
one.
remember. But
And
yeah,
basically,
counters. There are counters. There are counters.
yeah,
Who knows? Maybe Dorams will get buffed. More buffs for
well,
Dorams. More items for Doram. Who knows, right?
true. So again,
Magic Dorams will be a thing now.
well, Magic Doros are actually receiving some love, no?
Oh, yeah,
So
but
some
the thing
Magic
is,
Doros
for Magic
items are
Dorams
actually
currently for Magic Dorams, the casting time is too long. I think the casting time is too long for that only that much damage. But having causing that damage versus causing no damage at all, I think I'll be choosing even that damage.
yeah. And the problem with the physical one is just you're basically dealing long range damage. So as we
Mm.
all know, long range damage is penalized in the War of Imperium. Also, skill damage is penalized, and people are actually prepared against long range damage. So yeah, so maybe
We
Magic
we
Dora,
might see a Doram just not using skills, just whacking.
maybe Magic Dora.
You know,
Uh,
if if skills are penalized, if rage damage is penalized, we'll just see a Dorm whacking. Ano? Right. Who knows?
Well, still, hard to expect Star Emperors to be in this.
I'm pretty sure if you're using a Star Emperor, your goal is to just break the Imperium.
Well, again, it is calendar based, James. You're basically participating in specific days only. So
No, I don't think you need to participate in specific days. I'm pretty sure if you're a Star Emperor, you won't be using some of
yeah,
your skills like the you know like you know the
the
what do you
lunar
call
rack.
this? You know, I know you be still using some hatred and such,
Yeah,
but for specific classes.
yeah.
But you won't be utilizing the other days of the week, like the
But you're
moon and
not
stars.
at your best.
You
Yeah,
will
but you're
still
not at
you
your
can
best.
still use sun.
Y-
You can
Yeah,
still use
for
sun as in general. As a general for
mm,
general use, like more defense for one.
yeah, for SP burn.
For SU burn, I guess. Um, yeah, that's it.
You're not at your best, James. So that's why it's hard to expect for them to play.
I'm pretty sure you can reach 100% human resistance and burn their SP, but that's it.
Yeah.
For now, you're gonna have a hard time, I guess, for in dealing damage and causing mayhem because you can't deal that much. Again, Star Emperors have War of Imperium specific skills,
Mm.
or PvP specific skills, and they can put some skill points into it. But, yeah.
But if it don't bypass the that's it's basically uh not worth it, I guess.
It depends. Depends on the player. Depends on how you're using it. Maybe that's going to
Yeah.
be the meta in season 3. I doubt it will be the meta, but I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Let's not count the possibility out. Anyway, I think that's enough of our theorizing, of our theory crafting, RKM King. I guess right now we can focus on whatever's happening right here. Again, this is another attempt for Crayons and JPEG to attack.
Yeah,
Um,
10:35.
yeah, we only have 25 minutes left remaining in this Golden Emperium Season 2 session. Um, yeah, I don't think they are that serious into taking this castle right now, the attackers. Because it will be more beneficial for them to attack in day 5.
Mm.
If things are going to go the same direction. Again, day 5, JPEG, they'll be able to take this castle. If they want to, they'll be able to take this castle. Given that they can break the defenses. Because day 5, I'm pretty sure the defenses of this castle will be rock solid. This is the Golden Castle, but Heist will be active. We might see some third-party guilds or newcomers going in just for the Heist. They said, "Oh, let's ally. We're gonna participate in War of Imperium this time for the Heist." I don't think if you're JPEG, I don't think you have the reason to deny a guild that's going to participate in War of Imperium with you, just to increase your numbers. Um, yeah, even if they're not a lot, even if they're a different guild, let's say they're the ones who was able to get the castle for Heist, right? I don't think you have a reason to deny them from the participation in the alliance. And I'm getting denied of my views and angles by by that hallucination. Anyway, um yeah, there might be newcomers in day 5, but here I think they're just playing. I think they're not that serious into taking this castle currently, because of
Yeah,
the benefits of day 5 breaks.
Yeah, I am really convinced that this is their form of defense.
Hmm. Yeah, this might just be defense.
Yeah,
And
because
yeah, like what I
offense is
said,
the best defense, James.
like what I said, they could leave. They can leave the Silver Castle open for 1 hour and 30
Yeah.
minutes in day five, and just take it back if it gets taken away from them. Last 30 minutes. Oh, let's just defend. Right? Let's just defend for the last 30 minutes because with their numbers, and Opus Dei and Crayons, they're not going to be able to leave this castle on day five. They're not going to be allowed because again, the push will be here. The battle will be here because of the heist reward. Even if it's just a random different guild, they'll be here for the heist reward. The Golden Emperium, the Golden Castle reward will be denied though, but there will be heist reward. No. But if Opus Dei and Apollo is able to defend this on day five, we might be seeing the first making jar in the server. I doubt that they will be picking. I think the other one's later, right? RKM.King.
It's always the answer is always Megs.
Yeah, I will be see. I don't think Sleipnir has that much value compared to having a
Yeah.
Mega Jar, because even against gacha items, if you just want to have pure stats, I think Begging Jar is a answer.
Yeah. There are a lot of better options. So
Mm-hmm.
they're basically let's say ancient relics. Relics of the past, tournament trophies.
Mm-hmm.
They are not that, let's say, powerful. They are valuable. They are,
And they're heavy.
yeah,
Making Jar is heavy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But they are not
Yeah,
on
they're
par
they're
with
they're, they're
the
they're not
regular.
gonna be that usable compared to
Mhm.
how the items are currently. Uh,
Yeah, it's the
but
game. One,
the
two,
existence of that in your inventory is
yeah,
already a perk that only you have.
yeah. So it's for optics. So yeah, again, another trophy in your vault, another trophy in your uh so this in your so this in your guild storage, which we still don't have right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then again, those are the things that's not present in the game because for some reason, the treasure chests are not dropping enough materials, I think,
Mm-hmm.
or for the creation of
Oh,
such items. Was that equal? I don't know.
no, a sorcerer just got destroyed by a Doram using Picky Pick. Yeah, Nopus Day is Nopolo is feeling very confident right now. They just went out. I think we saw we see an eco right here. Did we
They just
look at an
basically
eco?
do it clean up.
Mm-hmm. No, we didn't see an eco yet. But yeah, we only have 20 minutes left here in this Golden Imperium Season 2 Day 4 session. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Yeah, you guys know who you are. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Everyone saying hi. Guys, just say hi. Hey, say hi in the chat. Say hi in the chat, guys. Cheer for your favorite alliance or guild. If you're playing currently, what guild are you on? Just cheer for your favorite member guild. If you're playing with your friends, your family, your pets, maybe your cat or dog is beside you. Maybe you're playing with them, or maybe they're also playing RO with you. Right now. Who knows? Maybe you taught your dog or your pet
Yeah.
how to play RO.
Yeah, because I've seen people calling dogs in the game, so
Mm-hmm.
they might be referring to pets. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, if you taught your pet how to play RO, you're a very great trainer. They know how to. You have specific controls for them to do, but they might be regarded as, third party softwares or
They
as
get
bots because they can answer, they can't captcha. But yes, they need guidance if they're playing. But you know, if you taught your pet how to use the computer, I mean, I don't know if that's possible, but maybe someone has done it. Yeah, and the JPEG is surviving right now. Unfortunately for us, our screen is not surviving because it's turning upside down, and the one more upside down effect will happen. Let me put this here.
Yeah, ask JPEG to kill the genetic
Mm-hmm.
casting hallucination drug.
Yep, and we're almost actually out of our
The
potions. Come on, please, go. No. Yeah, I'm not gonna survive the hallucination drugs. We can't even see what is happening. I'm not sure why nowadays I'm getting affected so much of the hallucination drug. Anyway, Crayons and JPEG didn't survive the defense right now of Opus Dei and Apollo. They were able to go in a little bit, but what's different this time, like compared to how they did it before, no Dorams actually went to kill the Dorams of the Opus Dei. That are just staying here. Probably because of Numas, of course, they're stopping the Pikipeks from landing. But again, it can get countered by land protectors, by magnetic earths here. So if there's a land protector here, you can't really use Numa on these areas. So you just need to spot and make sure that if you're gonna go in, there is a land protector there, and you'll be able to take care of the Dorams that are using Pikipek on the side. Yeah, and
Oh, they are back.
16 minutes remaining here in this War of Imperium session. RKM King, what are your thoughts so far? Again, we're 4 days in Golden Emperium Season 2. I know we had a lot to talk about earlier because of the 100% Amima reduction, but looking past that, what are your thoughts about Golden Emperium Season 2 so far?
Oh, well, it's always been. Well, this is my opinion for the like several sessions now.
Mm-hmm.
The attacking side has always been crayons in the of
Mm-hmm.
JPEG. So that's something that I wish to like change. So maybe for maybe the fifth. It's going to be impossible for the fifth day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that felt especially this there's something incomplete in a sense that only one side is defending and only one side was attacking.
Mm-hmm.
So that could have been influenced by their objective.
Mm-hmm.
But as someone who's like watching the game, it felt like uh, one side obviously is at a disadvantage because if JPEG was able to take over this castle, they're the ones going to defend. But unfortunately, when they got the chance to take over the castle, they did not defend it. So, uh, yeah, that's something that I was kind of wondering for quite some time. But then again, uh, the alliances have their own objectives, and that's something that we don't know. So it's all up to them on what they talked about in their meetings. So yeah, maybe that's something I have yet to like mention. Uh, yeah, different objectives, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, one last thing. Maybe it's just that the rewards for the Golden Imperium is uh, let's say a lot better as compared to season one. So that could have been the major reason why things are like this in season two. Because for season one, the Silver Castle is the better castle. No matter how, let's say, high the difference between the monetary rewards for the Golden Castle and
Mm-hmm.
the Silver Castle, the chance for Isil Drake last year was still the better option. But this time around, again, things are different. Not everyone wants Skill Drake anymore. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Again, not everyone wants Seal Drake because one, why go for more damage?
Yeah, what's the purpose of having more damage, Jim?
Yeah, one, what's the purpose of having more damage with the
Uh,
current meta if they're just gonna use it for War of Imperium PvP?
mm,
Uh, why go for more damage when you can just go for defense? Because defense is the best offense nowadays.
mm,
Since that's the meta of War of Imperium or in PvP in general currently. But yeah, I mean that's why I think most people right now are aiming for
mm.
different cards. Like let's say the Togruga card here in the Golden Castle. Maybe that's one of the reasons why the Golden Castle is really sought out this time around. I'm not sure. Has anyone gotten a Togruga card yet?
Rumors. Rumor
Right.
has it there's one, but I
Oops.
don't believe that rumor.
But as you can see, the crayons are now pushing in. Some of them got wiped, but they were able to push through at to this area. Psychic Waves landing right now. We still have Ignition Break Runites just causing damage right here. And of course that Royal Guard just causing a little bit of mayhem this time around. But Opus Day will get their spot back. They're not gonna let Crayons and JPEG just, run in and the costs their defense to tremble like that. But it was close. Crayons and JPEG were close into dealing with the defenses right here in the preempt area.
It's it's like they were able to like leave the stairs this time around, but they have to pass through the that narrow pathway that has multiple defenders, both left and right. So yeah,
Hmm.
let's see. Because JPEG is trying to push again.
Yep, and I think they're using the opportunity that Opus Dei and Opus Dei and Apollo hasn't settled down their defenses yet, and maybe when they push, actually this is Ultra that pushed in, so maybe they
Mm,
used the emergency call to push in. Uh, and earlier it was members of JPEG, but Opus Dei will just force themselves in a different direction now. The members of Ultra are getting pummeled right here in this spot. As you can see, a lot of skills are getting casted on them right now, but they are surviving the damage output that Opus
yeah.
Dei and Apollo is dealing against members of JPEG. Some of them will go down, one member left, and they will be taken out right here. Soul Destroyers getting casted here, but I'm not sure how Soul Destroyers can actually work with 100% Demium resistance RKM King.
I really missed.
It's going to miss, but Crayons are back right now. But Opus Dei has already settled down a little bit
Yeah.
in their defenses. Apollo hasn't, gotten back on defense yet. But maybe some of them are getting harassed outside. No damage output from in the second portal. But here in the preempt
Yeah,
area,
kind of unfortunate, James, that the Cranes were a bit late.
mhm,
So Ultra was already wiped out. Uh, and right after that, the Cranes showed up. So could have been a great backup for Ultra if Cranes were able to like return
mhm.
as soon as possible. Maybe someone or like a group at the entrance hindered the return of Crayons. So they were able to attack in waves. So that's something that's kinda kinda worked for them because the attack of JPEG then right after that Ultra showed up, and here
Mhm.
we are with Crayons. So the defenses are not yet ready because Apollo will have a hard time returning at this point because they cannot use the flags.
Mhm.
They just have to keep on attacking in waves, just like this one. So make
Yeah.
sure that the defense are not set.
Yeah,
Because
and
from Oh,
And
the Dora.
yeah, they're just attacking. They already pushed through the defenses right now here in this spot. Now Opus Day is getting pushed back. Honestly, Opus Day and Apollo is getting pushed back. Now we still have only a few members of Opus Day here. I'm pretty sure they still have their emergency call to for the defense later on.
You're
But
dying,
Ultra
James. You're
is
dying.
pushing in. Yeah, I just died. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys.
Were you disconnected, James?
Yes. Okay. I died and I got DC'd. But hopefully we'll be able to see the action. Hopefully we're still here for the action. Oh, okay, the action is still here. JPEG
Mm.
was pushing in. Apollo is here in the Emp room, but Crayons are actually pushing in, and Opus Day are actually attacking right now. Magnetic Earth will get casted here. Ignition breaks some Crayons, and J Ultra is here. Ultra is going to be free to take this castle. RKM King, since they are not JPEG. They have the
Mm-hmm.
same emblem, but it's a different guild. But JPEG cannot attack this Imperium, or they cannot break this castle. And they need to let this go anytime soon. Again, Crayons, Apollo is still here. Curse Circle will land. Battle Chant will get casted here. Opus Day are going to defend. JPEG is now attacking. Opus Day is back on defense. But yeah, this is the happening on the Amp room. And yeah, preamp is still unoccupied. And if
Mm-hmm.
Crayons and JPEG or Ultra wants to push in,
Send
they'll
people
be
in
able
vain.
to.
Yeah, you just have to start walking again, James.
Mm-hmm.
They have now the window for them to like attack again. So if equal or whatever is still available,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the right time for them to use it.
Yeah, I think if they use emergency call now, again they won't be able to use it later, but they have the opportunity to break this castle if they want to. We still have 5 minutes and a few seconds to
Mhm.
break this castle. Maybe an emergency call got used. I Ultra used their emergency call, I guess here. Crayons, I think they still have the opportunity to use that emergency call, but they are just going to try and push through. Some players will get taken down. Ignition breaks will connect here, as defenses are now pushed back to the Emp room right now.
Yeah, so majority of OD is in obviously in the amp room.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just basically doing some portal death.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the Imperium is kind of vulnerable. So once you bypass the choke point, the
Oh,
preamp room,
emergency call got casted right here.
but they were caught.
Yeah, emergency call got casted. I think he was in a manhole, but he was able to use the emergency call earlier, maybe before getting caught right there. Emergency call was casted by Ultra, and now they have the opportunity to strike in this area, as they are going to push from this side. Now, if Opus Day is going to go back to defend this side, the entrance will be left open. Let's actually go back to this spot and let's see what's happening in the entrance. No, there is a bloody loss on the floor. Of course, JPEG is or Ultra wants to push Opus Day right here. They are going to attack. Apollo is back to defend this castle for Opus Day. Preamp, I'm not sure what's happening on preamp right now, but Crayons is still not here. Maybe they're getting caught in the preamp. You only see one member of Crayons right here, but the attacks are still ongoing. Opus Day Opus Dei is desperately
Holding on.
defending their spot right now. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe they used the flag. Maybe they used an emergency call. We haven't seen emergency call get casted yet by Opus Dei. Maybe they're still utilizing the flag. So yeah,
Yeah,
attacks
they
will
have like
connect
2
right
minutes
here.
left.
Mm-hmm.
This is their like final chance if they wish to take over this castle.
Mm-hmm. And this is the closest I can say that Ultra and Crayon or Ultra JPEG and Crayons have gotten into breaking this castle.
Mm.
And yeah, we still have one member of Ultra right here beside the Emp room. And Preemp is still unoccupied and no portal defense is right here. Second portal, members of Crayons and JPEG are going back to help out the attackers right here in the Emp room. And now attacks are still ongoing. And Opus Dei is getting caught here, but Apollo is there for the defense. Curse Circle will connect. Of course, they want to stop the attacks from hitting the Imperium right here. We only have a minute and a few seconds remaining, RKM.King. This will be dangerous for Opus Dei.
This
This is
is
dangerous for Opus Dei. I think if
yeah.
the castle ownership changes right now, um, Opus Dei will have no opportunity to take this back. Emergency call got casted, I believe, by Apollo. A little bit far, but only a few members of JPEG remaining here beside the Emp room. And I think they need to use that cursed circle to stop the attackers from actually doing anything. But Crayons might still have the opportunity to use that emergency call and attack
Apollo
the
here.
Emp room. But yeah, no more members of Ultra right here. And yeah, they got Opus Dei and Apollo just got pushed back
Mhm.
up to the Emp room. A minute remaining here in Golden Imperium Season 2, Day 4. And, oops, sound is not turned on.
Under 1 minute.
Hmm. Yeah, less than 1 minute remaining. And I think this Imperium only needs a few hits before going to RKMP. If they've been hitting the Imperium since a while ago, maybe only a few more hits and this Imperium will go down. Yeah, Diamond Dust, get casted. JPEG just trying to go in along with or Ultra and Crayons are just trying to go in right now, denying this Imperium. But if they got this close in this session of Golden Imperium, day 5 will be something different and that's going to be a good game well played. That is for day 4 of Golden Imperium Season 2. RKM.King, any thoughts?
The the initial hour was very uneventful, but the last minute was kind of intense.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like the Imperium is on the verge of getting destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they were able to regroup, equal and all. So congratulations to Apollo and the Opus Dei for the successful defense.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been a tragedy for their part, no?
Yeah,
For
it could have been game over for
yeah,
them if they lost this Imperium. But if ever they lost this, they won't be able to get the rewards, but they can deny
yeah.
the rewards on the other castle, Silver Castle in day 5. But anyway, that's it for day 4 of Golden Imperium Season 2. Yeah, the first few minutes just it's like everyone is just feeding each other out, just a few attacks here and there. But day 5 is going to be something sorry, special for these two guilds or these 4 or 5 guilds that are participating currently in Golden Imperium Season 2. Um, it's going to be the final day of Golden Imperium Season 2. Because regardless of whatever happens in day 5, that is going to be on February 18, 2025. That's on Tuesday. Golden Imperium will be over, and whatever happens, if they get the silver reward, the Golden Imperium rewards, or the heist rewards, it all ends on Tuesday. RKM
Mm.
King, anything you wanna add?
Oh, well, anything can happen, James. It's possible that the gold and silver rewards will be given. And
Mm.
also, it's also possible that nobody
No,
wins,
nobody wins. No, no,
except for
no, no.
the
Someone
heist.
will win the heist.
Yeah, someone will win, which is
Whatever happens, someone will win.
yes.
Hmm?
Again, it's kind of let's say disheartening if it happens again. If a silver or a golden reward will not be available again for the
Hmm.
server. We've been waiting for the golden reward since
Hmm.
season 1. So we've been denied with like again the trophies
Hmm.
in the form of the megs and stuff.
Hmm.
So yeah, we just want it to be present in the game.
Hmm.
So yeah, hopefully the guilds will get something out of their efforts.
Hmm.
So this is this is big. This is as a player. This is it's almost a tragedy. This session was
Hmm.
almost a tragedy on the part of the Golden Castle holders. So again, I cannot I cannot imagine the emotions
Hmm.
running through them right now.
Hmm.
So yeah, maybe that's it for now, James.
Yeah. Okay, guys, if you suspect your opponents or the other guilds from using um exploits or cheats or um any other stuff, do report to
Mm.
CS for your concerns. All right, and yeah, with that said, RKM King, that's it for Golden Imperium Season 2, Day 4. Day 5 will be something special. It is just going to be a good time. And that's it, guys. Have a good night. Thank you all for tuning in this live stream, and we'll see you back on Tuesday. We are your casters. This is James,
This is our game king.
and bye, guys. Good night.
Goodbye.